Okay, tonight, people, if you're going to join us, we are going in the mud. Now, just to give a little bit of background of what we're going to do is, for ages and ages I've wanted to do this, but down the right hand side here in iRacing, you have licenses for each individual influence. So you've got like your normal oval racing in here, A rating we've got there, but A rating for your sports cars, which is anything which is like a saloon car with a tin top. Your formula cars, so that's anything with open wheel essentially. So we've had those for a while, all A rating, and I try as best as I possibly can, and it might be to the detriment of I rating that I get there, but I pride myself on being one of the cleanest drivers out there. Recently some people might not agree, but that's why we'll put the dispute in, and I'll have getting that back today. So we've got that there. On the bottom, this is the rallycross one, if you didn't know what that was. So that's with the people in rallycross and that. Not much though, and as I say, a lot of these disciplines I'll not really be like sort of doing anything with, you know. So I'm just going to do this one just to get it so we're completely all A rating right the way throughout the disciplines. And this is dirt oval racing, a little bit like what you used to see in the old days of Brough Park and things like that. But this is a little bit of a tip for you as well. If you get yourself into iRacing and you don't really want to get into dirt oval racing, and you want to try and keep it as clean as you possibly can, but still get out of the rookie stages and stuff like that, there's a different way that you can race on iRacing. You don't always have to race cars. Okay, so I'm going to show you that tonight. So essentially what we've got here is we've got the dirt car UMP modified series. It's a weird looking car. It's all built to the left hand side. There you go, there's the car itself. Obviously we've got our graphics on it. It's a weird looking thing. It's properly lopsided. It looks like it's been in a crash before it gets across the line. So that's it there. USA International circuit we're on here. So there's International Speedway. So it's like a long straight with a corner at each side. A little bit like they would normally use for NASCAR and things like that. But this is for dirt racing only. So what you can do is, rather than, as I said, what you can do rather than get into a race as such, you can do time trials. Now, time trials themselves really are helpful for you. What you've got to do is you've got to go into there. I'll give you a bit of background on the point system first of all. So if you go into the point system, okay, so you click the license. Okay, tonight, people. The license on there. Oops, I'll turn that down. So we've got that turned down. So there's the license that we've got there for the dirt oval racing. Now we want to try and get this to A rating. In order to do that, you can see at the moment we're at 2.86 as far as safety rating is concerned, but we're still in the B class as well. Now what you've got to do is two things. So if you see down here, this is your MPR stats. So as you can see on all the other ones, we're all green, ready for the new series. It always goes over in the new series. Sometimes you can get it over quicker, which we'll try and do tonight on here. So I'll go down to the dirt oval. You can see, rather than having no promotion needed, not ready for season promotion. So what we've got is the required for the end of the season. So you've got to wait till the end of the season, then it'll click over and you'll get your A rating. Is if we can get our safety rating up to 3. But what you can do is, if you get your safety rating up to 4 and you've completed these things here, so you can see we've already done 3 out of the 4 time trials required. We're going to do another time trial tonight, which will mean we'll be the 4 of the 4 time trials, and hopefully then we'll do a couple of easier races, maybe, whether it be in the stock cars or whatever. But as long as it gives us extra safety rating, if we can get up to 4 safety rating tonight, we will automatically go to A rating right across the board. So that's what the discipline is tonight. So you can keep dipping in and out of this tonight. It's not really essential, and to be fair, it's not really my cup of tea, but I want to try and get this all A rating if I possibly can. That'd be nice to have. It'll probably drop off once I start going to Nordschleifer again. This week's Nordschleifer has got like an old NASCAR driving around it. I don't even want to touch it, like it's just absolute carnage waiting to happen. I'll let you watch Dave Cam for that, because Dave Cam will absolutely be bang up for stock cars around Nordschleifer. Definitely, definitely. I can hear it now. Welcome everyone, welcome to another video. This time we're at the beautiful Nordschleifer. I can say, and we're in an absolute banger. That's what you'll see. I've just preempted what Dave's going to say about his thing. That's if he's not preoccupied about the new Project Motor Racing coming out. Hopefully they've getting, I can't say it like to be fair, because everybody was like really upset about the fact that, you know, they were releasing this supposed brilliant bit of kit, which it may well be. If it was anything like Project Cars 2, that was fairly decent. Nothing in comparison to the next of iRacing, I'll tell you that now. But it was fairly decent. But it was nowhere near finished. We're being told that there was a patch to come out to fill all that was wrong with the early release. I have my doubts. That's some patch to do that. The feeling wasn't right. I mean, the looks were good, but it's a little bit like, I always go back to a game I used to play ages ago. Like, I'm not really a gamer as such, but I used to play a game ages ago which I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed. It was called Sensible World of Soccer. Now, they also had Cannon Fodder, which was from the same people. And if you were to look at the graphics from them from ages ago, I believe it was on the Sega, was it? Actually, I played it on the Amiga. I used to get the games on the Amiga first of all. But yeah, so Sensible World of Soccer and Cannon Fodder, the graphics were very, very, very basic and poor. The gameplay was unbelievably spectacular. It was fantastic. Probably one of the best games I've ever played, still to this day, with the worst graphics I've ever seen, hardly. So yeah, this is what you were up against the other way around with Project Motor Racing, from all accounts. Was the fact that people were saying, oh, it looks all right, but if you cannot steer the thing down a set of S's, what is the point? You know, the whole point of iRacing for me is the fact that I can go from being absolutely calm as anything to be just solely immersed in this thing, and it just becomes so real. And that to me is worth more than any fantastic graphics that you'd ever come up with. But let's get into this now, and we'll show you what I'm going to do as far as this is concerned. So what we'll do is we go into the official races as we normally would, but on here, instead of being sports car or formula car or anything like that, we've changed it to dirt oval. And I've been looking for this for the last 7 weeks, because I'm not going to buy a track specifically to do this, but this week I have this track. It's one of the freebie tracks, I believe. And we've already had the car because it's a freebie car. So this week we've got a chance, if we can get it up to 4 safety rating, of getting an early A license to complete me full set, which would be nice. It doesn't really make any difference, because I'll probably never race dirt oval again, but it's nice to have it on your mantelpiece, as they say. So you can go into this here. So you've got the race itself. If you click it, you've got you can register for the race. Now underneath that, you've got more ways to race. This is a tip for people who are just coming into to iRacing. You can do slightly different things to get you out of your rookie class or your D class or whatever. You can do time trials, where you do 4 time trials, and you have to do, I believe it's 10 in this one here. It's 10 clean laps. So that's not hitting the barrier, that's not spinning out, that's not, you know, making any mistakes. You've got to get 10 clear, consistent laps. You haven't really got to get any particular time in it either, but you know, for your own pride, put a little bit of effort in there. So we'll go to here, more ways to race, and as you see in here, you've got test drive, which we had Potsy on last night. Well done, Potsy, by the way, for last night's performance. Took 4 seconds off a lap round Lime Rock Park, which was good. It's funny how you just get a different set of eyes, and it's a different track altogether, different lines and everything like that. But what you can do, as I was saying, we can get down to time trial on here. So you see the time trial one on here, click that, and that is going to load up your time trial for this particular one. Now you can see I'm back in the motor shed again. It's freezing, the sun is shining, as Bob Marley would say. You can do the chorus and everything if you want, and it's just waiting for this time trial to load up essentially, and we'll wait for that to do that. And while we're waiting for it to do it, we'll just ask how you are. How's everybody doing? In your racing world, what have you been up to? Who's on the chat, by the way? You know, have I got any new people in there? I doubt it very much. Especially if they've been watching at the weekend. What a horror show that was at the weekend. But we'll try and claw that back. As I say, we're aerating in the sports car class. Took a massive plummet, but it sometimes happens. You know, it does sometimes happen where you just pick the wrong corner to take the advantage, and away it goes. Like, so we'll just wait for this time trial to come in. Hopefully it'll come in a lot quicker than it has the last time. It says 8:15 on there. I don't think it'll be 8:15 for the time trial. It might be a little bit earlier. But yeah, so hit the like if you get to the end of it. Don't do it now. Hit it at the end of the video. If you do like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you already haven't done so, and hit the little alarm bell on there, and that'll tell you when I'm on. It's really handy for you at the moment because it might be a little bit erratic as to when I'm on here at the moment, and it is streaming. I don't do beautiful videos like Dave Cam does, or where Basic Ollie does. They do fantastic content. I'm purely going to be streaming. I haven't got the time to do the flashy stuff. But if there is anybody out there who knows anything about streaming and setting and just making it look that little bit better, I'm really aware that my skills after 3 strokes ain't really that good for this. But if it shows you the content and you enjoy the content, then that's brilliant. So let's join the time trial on here, and we're the only one in. So when you join the time trial, you're going to be the only one in there. There's going to be no other cars to bump into you or anything. It's purely you on the track trying to keep it safe. All right. And a lot of you are sitting there going, well, that's enough for me. It depends on how, what track you're driving. Depends on what car you're driving. Have you done it before? Or are you used to the setup on it? This here, you'll see it in the pits. You can't really tell how left-hand side loaded it is on the steering wheel. It's as if it's been in a crash to start off with. If you're in a normal car and you have a crash, and what the car feels like after the crash, that's what this car feels like in the pits. Fully aware. It's just crazy. I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's a big scene in the States, down in Texas and all that way on, Louisiana and places like that. It's massive down there. I just do not know how they do it. So let's go into the time trial, and what we're going to do is we'll just do a slow lap first of all, so you get an idea of the track. As you can see, this is what we're dealing with. So if you thought rain was bad, it looks like we're on South Shields Beach or Redcar Beach or somewhere like that. I don't know. Kaya Bogs is where it looks like it is. But it's USA International, quite long straights on it, and then you've just got to literally throw it into. It's a little bit like iRacing meets AC Rally. It's the same ground basically. Alright, so let's get into it and see where it goes. So hopefully we're going to get 10 laps. I normally try and keep it in my head, and I'll do an extra couple of laps just in case. But you've got to be clean, you've got to not spin out. If I do, I'll tell you where I'm at with it.
For this time trial, you must complete 10 clean laps to set an official time.
There you go. So that's just being taught here by Jim. Alright, so as you can see on here, if I turn the corner, it just doesn't do anything. It's higher this side, like higher on the left hand side of the car than the right hand side of the car, literally. So it just takes into consideration the curve.
Pit lane speed limit is
30
miles per hour.
It just wants to tip over. See that? It's just so it can go around the corners. So what we'll do is we'll get to the start finish line, and then we'll start going from there. You'll see as well the mud that comes up on the screen. That's something else. Here we go. Just takes some getting hold of, really. So there's one lap.
That was 26.5.
It's horrendous, this. We've done one lap. So much getting hold of. There's 2 laps. I mean, this is probably not the way to drive this. It's the only way I know how to do it. You can see it's taking some doing, like. That's 3 laps. Now you see that mud comes up, you can't say a bloody thing. What are we on now? 4? Let's say 4. Ooh. You just blip the throttle, the back end comes out. There's 5 laps. Oh, nearly lost it there. Five laps are on there now. That's 6. Can you imagine racing these things together? That's 7 laps. Eight laps. You know what the time is, I'm not bothered. That's 9 laps. So this is 10 laps, so we'll do another 2 for luck.
You've just done it, 24.6. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Now because we're just doing a time trial, you don't get much in the way of safety rating of this. You get 0.01 or something like that. So really you'll have to go into races, a couple of races, which we're going to do tonight.
That lap was a 24.8. You're currently 0.2, slower than your best.
We'll do another one for look, as we said.
Your lap time was at 24.3. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
And I think we'll end it across the line here. Yeah, hit the wall there.
Your lap time was 25.0. You're now 0.7 off your best.
There you go. So there's the 10 laps in. Now just to confirm that there, what we'll do, we'll just come out of the car itself, thank God. It's nice to know that is the last time I'll drive that car ever. It's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It's like
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20
racing
minutes
somebody's bogie that they made out of a pram that you used to have with 800 horsepower up the back of it. It's absolute nightmare. Okay, let's come out of it and let's have a look at the times. Not that I'm bothered about the times, it's just to confirm that we actually did get 10 laps in. So we go to laps, and as you can see from here, the fastest lap was 24.1. I don't know if that's good, bad, indifferent. I'm not really bothered in the slightest. But as long as we can see that we've actually done the 10 laps required in there. So this is in time trial mode. So, and it says there's 19 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the session. But we can come out of that. There's the car that we've got on there as well. Actually, let's have a look at the car. Does it or does it not look like it's been down the A19? It's so let's get the other camera on. Let's go with chopper. That's the chopper. So it's open-ended at the back end. It's a bit like a dune buggy type of thing. Let's go with, that's the back end of it. So that's what it looks like from the back. Believe it or not, that is correct. It just looks like an utter bag of shite. And it drives like one, to be fair. Really, to be fair, it drives better than it looks. There should be chickens on that or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. Like, what, you know, the capabilities and the cars they have in the States and stuff. And somebody went one day, I tell you what, you know, now that Fox has knocked everything in there, let's put wheels on it and a big Chevy small block. I didn't get it. Really don't understand it, but there you go. It drives like a shed as well. It's maybe where the phrase, that car's a shed, mate. That's maybe where it come from, this particular car in the States. Crazy. Anyway, so we know we're out of that. So let's get out of it. And we'll go back to the cars themselves. Now what we can do now is, it'll be a while before that registers, so it doesn't register immediately. Okay, can take about an hour or so for that to register. Okay, but what you'll see is when we actually go back into this, the licensing, it'll then say, instead of 3 out of 4, it'll say 4 out of 4. Now it may well, you know, be a while before we get the results on that type of thing. So what we'll do is, we'll try and go oval racing in the dirt with other cars. So let's go back to the official list, and there's a few of these that we've got there now. So the sprint cars are quite good. Street stock is the one that's for Nordschleife for this week. The sprint cars are quite good. Now the only thing I'm a little bit dubious of with these is there's a lot of Americans in them. Now that's not to say Americans are bad at driving. In fact, the absolute opposite. They're fantastic at this stuff. Give them a right-handed corner, it's not the same story. However, in street stock or sprint car or any of these on here, you'll see, you know, various different cars. The Outlaws is probably the one you've seen, where they've got a big fin on one side, just for the aerodynamics and stuff. The Outlaws, you can actually buy that for Xbox or PlayStation, I believe it is, as a game. iRacing Outlaws. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little sedan that they tend to race in. Now, the reason I've gone for that mainly is because it's 8:30 and there's 7 minutes to go for as far as that's concerned. So what we can do here is we can go in and try and get a setup on it. Now I think it's fixed setup this way. Yeah, it's fixed, so it's pointless going for a setup. So yeah. So what we need to do is to enter this one, we need to withdraw from the time trial. Okay. So we've registered the time in the time trial. And we need to, now I don't know whether you need to stay in it or not. Let's try it. We'll withdraw from it, because as I say, we've registered the time. We can withdraw from it. But I think we need to stay in it. Actually, hang on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay in it. Alright. Let me stay in it. Let me try and bore you to death for the next 15-20 minutes or so. And then at least we'll register the time, because I don't want to lose that time and have to do it all again type thing, bearing in mind how much I love the car. Well, yeah, let's get it to load again and see how much time is left. There's only 90 minutes, as I say, left on there. Anybody in, by all means drop us a comment in the chat there, and I'll respond to you as we go. Really interested to see how Potsy did on his setup last night. He said he was going to go home and just literally sit in his car all night in the loft, because his pedals are set up slightly different to mine. I think he has a softer pedal than what I have on mine, because he was braking at different points and it was throwing him a little bit, and I think he's capable of going a little bit faster, maybe even, but he went down from a 105, was a 105 odd or something like that. We got him down into the 101s last night, and it's not a particularly difficult track if you know what you're doing, but the problem is you tend not to know what you're doing when you're starting things in that day. And there were certain places where the natural instinct would have been practically just a right-hander all the time, is to keep it tight all the time, and that isn't the case. Sometimes you've got to go out wide to make the corners that little bit more open, because then you're not scrubbing speed off. So the whole thing with iRacing is slow in, fast out. If you've got a long straight to come, it's pointless going into that corner fast, and then it compromises your speed down the main straight. Okayama is like that. Limerock Park is like that. Pretty much all of them have like a long straight. I mean, even if you look at like Barcelona, you look at, where's the other ones? Fuji's the same. Everybody hates the last two corners, but if you get them wrong, that long straight costs you some time. So they're all like that. Again, Nordschleife, the Grand Prix circuit, that's like that. The last two corners, Nordschleife just before the Dottinger, that's critical. You get a good drive through there and everything. So we're here, back into it. Let's see if our laps are still on there. So we've only got 12 minutes to go. Our laps are still registered on there, so we'll just sit here for sort of 12 months or so. By all means, in the chat, if you just want to drop us a line, you can use this time to actually sort of hit the alarm and hit the like button and stuff, which you haven't done up so far, lads, by the way, sitting watching it. And hit the alarm button as well, just so you know that when I'm on, because as I say, anything that helps you see when I'm on is better than me notifying you myself, because I'm hopeless at this stuff. As I say, anybody who knows anything about streaming and just getting it more streamlined, I'm fine with OBS. I've got that sorted. It's just about making it more viewable, so let's have a look. So we're 11 minutes there. Time trial is in. We don't want to withdraw with it, because if we withdraw, it withdraws our time. So we'll just sit there. We've got 11 minutes to go. Now, if you want to go and make yourself a cup of tea or something, by all means, go and make a cup of tea. In fact, I might go and do one myself. I might go and do one myself. Go make a cup of tea. Get a cup of tea, slice of cake, and Sally. And I'll be back in a couple of moments, so you're not going to miss anything. I'm not going to run anything until this goes down to it's expired, the whole time trial. All right. So I'll see you back in about 2-3 minutes. Get yourself a cuppa. See you soon. Right, everybody, I've gone healthy. I've gone with milk, of all things. Milk! Milky, milky! Dr. Dubs! Hello, mate, how's it going? Thanks for joining up and having a look here. Just to explain exactly what's going on. If you didn't catch it before, we're doing time trials. We're going to get an aerating, or we're trying for aerating in dirt oval tonight. You've just missed, if you have just missed it at all, the weirdest looking car you've ever seen us drive. And we'll put a time trial in, because that's a way of getting, if you do 4 time trials, it's a way of getting your license up without having to race other people and have them crash into you and stuff. So it's quite a good tip for people who are doing iRacing and they don't want to have that just sit at the back and race and slow at the back type of thing. You know, you can actually do this and not have to worry about them. You've got to get 10 laps in a row, clean laps, no spins, no crashes, no nothing like that. And I don't know if you saw the car I was driving, Potsy. It was horrendous. Horrendous. It wouldn't even get to park in your street, mate. It was that bad. Yeah, did you manage to get a decent time on your rig last night when you went down, or did you not bother, or? He said what we're waiting of here is we're just waiting for the 6 minutes 50 to drop down, and then what we'll do is we'll come out of it, because then we'll have registered the time. If we come out before that, it won't register our time. That's the only thing. You've just got to hang about and register the time on there. All right. But I wouldn't want to race those. So cool. Just like nothing you've ever driven before in your life, or ever wanted to drive. I mean, to be honest, I don't think that would even get an MOT. It would get laughed up in Beamer Street. Just horrendous. I mean, very powerful and very well put together, I would imagine. But the amount of engineering to go in to make something so shit to drive. I mean, there'll be somebody somewhere in the States going, oh, I can do like 11 seconds round here. Well, good luck to you, mate, because I'm not driving it ever again. Oh, that's good to get it down to 102. That was good. So you're getting like 3 seconds off of your rig. So that's good. Really good. Did it feel comfortable as well? Did you remember to go on the outside after the chicane, Stewie? Did you? Because I think that was the first thing that got you loads and loads of time there, because you were slowing down horrifically for the next right-hander on there, like the third gear right-hander. You just weren't getting any purchase on it at all.
Okay, Steve, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Oh, good. Good. Consistent. Your consistent lap was the one you want to go for, because that's the one you can control when you're racing as well. When you're racing and you're getting a consistent lap time, you tend to know where you're going to go to for your safety zones and stuff, you know. We've got 4 people in the watching the stream at the moment. Thank you very much for dropping in if you've just come in. We've got Stewie in here, who we were doing a coaching session last night in the Mazda around Lime Rock Park. We've got Johnny, who'll be in there, no doubt whatsoever. He's just started his sim racing career, and he's looking forward to getting further up the ranks, I think. Enjoying his Formula 1 at the moment. So yeah, we haven't got long to go now. 3 minutes to come out to this, and then we'll get into some proper stock car racing as it used to be. Can you imagine we're in Brough Park in the middle of summer with the stock cars? That's what my childhood was, going down Brough Park, see the stock car banger racing. There's not banger racing on here, but it tends to turn out like that. Tends to turn out like that. 3 minutes 20, it'll not be long. So yeah, we went for a cup of tea. I hope you've all got a cup of tea. Who else is bothered, really bothered about, it's like, what, November the 15th onwards, music for Christmas? No other place on the radio. What are we going to do come like Boxing Day? Everybody's going to be so cheesed off for Christmas. It'll be untrue. Untrue. I know people like to put stuff up early and stuff, but I mean, a month and a half. Come on. Get a hobby or something. Start iRacing. Start sitting outside in the cold with your shoes off, freezing your toes to bits. That's what you want to do. That's a sensible thing to do. Putting Christmas trees up, you're joking, aren't you? But at the moment I'm really enjoying my racing, even though last weekend we had a horrendous weekend.
Just 2 minutes left.
Absolutely
2 minutes to go.
Horrendous weekend last weekend. Probably one of the worst weekends I've had since I started iRacing. I mean, I used to race for about 4 or 5 years. I used to race Assetto Corsa Competizione, which was purely the GT3s, and that was good, but the handling wasn't anywhere near as accurate as it is with iRacing. iRacing just it kills everything at the moment. And I know Dave Cam's been doing a lot of race room at the moment. I've got race room on here, and I might do a couple of nights on that just to give you an idea of what that's like. But for me, the setup, not even the setup of the car, the setup of your wheel and everything is so complex and so weird to get a hold of that you've got to get somebody to tell you how the hell to get yourself started. At the moment, I've got race room on there, and I have raced around with it a while, but they've changed it so much. They've had like loads of different updates on it and everything, and so much so that I can't even get. I mean, I've got all Fanatec gear, but I can't get it to like get us out of the pits anymore. I don't know what they've changed there. I can't really get to that, so I'm going to have to watch a few videos for people who know what they're doing, not like me, and then see if I can actually just get a lap in, because it looks really, really good now. And some of the races that Dave Calm on there has put up have looked really, really good. I know the graphics, I used to love the graphics on the Automobilista 2. If Automobilista 2 could have the same feel as this has, iRacing has, nobody would beat it. The graphics on
Checker flags out,
Automobilista 2
P1.
is phenomenal. It's like being there. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's the session is over. It says there's 25 seconds left in the session. So what we'll be able to do now is come out. Thank you very much for waiting. Definitely belongs in December. Crazy, man. I mean, I love Christmas. Don't get us wrong, I love Christmas. But, like, people putting the lights up before the fireworks have gone off. I was like, what's going on here? Nuts. Anyway, right, so let's get out of this. The session is closed completely, so we can come out of it. Thanks for bearing with us. It just means we can register the time. It might not give us a result on here yet. It might be a while before it gives us a result. So what we'll do is we'll go into the official races. We'll go into some cars that we have the car and the track. So all we're after now is safety rating. That's purely what we're after now, safety rating. So that we can actually get it up from the 2.8 we're at now, 2.88 we're at now. We're going to try and get that to 4 tonight, because then what will happen is, combined with the time trials, doing the 4 time trials, completed those, and they're all MPR ranked, so it means it actually counts towards your license. That should get us to A rating tonight. So let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go with Dirt Cup, that one there. What car is that one? Oh, that's the Ford. Maybe alright actually. So that's the Legends cars, and that's the track that we've just been on. Now, let's have a look at how many laps it is, because that's an off-putter. It tends to be about 40 laps or something, these. But if you can keep, as I say, it's just basically all we're going to do is we're going to try and get a decent pace, and we're going to try and get our safety rating up. Alright, so let's get into that. And you'll see these cars, they've just got a motorbike engine in them. You've probably seen them racing around the likes of Croft and Brands Hatch, things like that. They tend to do those kinds of tracks, the little small indie tracks, because they're so high revenue. Cadwell Park and places like that, you'll tend to find them there. And they're quite decent to drive. As I say, it's purely like, this will just be like a drift on the corners. That's all it is. So it's the same track as we did the license on. Sorry, the time trial on. So we're just literally going to do exactly the same thing, but it will be more controlled in this, because this hasn't got the springs of your great grandmother's bed with the chamber pot still attached. You know, that's what it felt like. before. You know, one of them iron frame things that you always see at the bottom of a bonfire. One of those. But these are a decent setup. It's a motorbike Hayabusa engine, I believe. They used to put in these. But it's more balanced. Looks like the Ford Pop that I always wanted, but never ever got. Well, not better. So, where are we at here? So we'll go into the practice, and you can see exactly what the car is and what have you. Now, the car itself, I don't know, I'm having a bit of a problem with me trading paints at the moment. It isn't taken to me cards. Normally you've got me normal car graphics on there, but this is just the green, the standard that you get. So let me get the headphones on and say, first of all, if you can just tell us, is the microphone okay for you, and is the engine okay? I'll do a couple of laps and you can tell us whether the engine noise is okay and the mic is okay and everything, because I don't want to be talking to myself and it's just been a blur for you. Okay, so let's go with this.
Exit's clear. Push.
It's ages since I drove one of these, and I think it was on tarmac at the time. It's not what you want, mud straight away. There's some very clever lads in this, as everything else really. And it's just sideways all the way around here. Whoa.
You're running last. Come on, Steve.
This is all we're doing was it's purely for safety rating. So I'm not bothered about the time really. Just keep out of bother. That was about a lap.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
It was basically 6th gear, no brakes, down to 5th. Throttle a little bit, get the back end out, not too much, and then down the straight.
That puts you 1.1 seconds off the pace. That lap time was 28.5.
It's not bad, just jump into the car 1.1 seconds off pole. That's in practice.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
28 seconds around there. Well, thanks for that, Stu. Let us know what's happening. See, this is better than Mastermind in the night time, isn't it? Coronation Street and that. Right. Let's get into the quali. Now, quali again, because we're going for safety rating. The idea would be to start at the back, but I like to make it a little bit competitive. You know what I mean? So have you been on the rig at all tonight, Potsy, or what I'll do is actually let's get into some of these drivers and you can see
The
how
leader's just done
they
a
actually do it.
26.7.
Actually, we need another driver to be in this, otherwise it's not going to register. What a nightmare! You need 6 people in a race for it to be an official race, ranked as an official race. It'd be a nightmare if we get into this and there's not enough people in it. I'll be well upset. But if we go into this one here, this is the guy who's currently going around the fastest, 26.6. So this is how the car looks. So he's 6th here. Just trying to see if he changes down gear here. Let's go into cockpit mode. So it looks like he's staying in 5th all the time. Gets tight on the bend, but he's just staying in 5th. I'm wondering if he's got a setup on this though. He's really throwing that sideways there. He's hit the barrier. Yeah, he's really chucking it round the corner there. So that's the end of that session.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 112 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's not one of those things where you can go up like Angry Birds and play like a couple of levels. It just gets holier than the mist descends and that's it, isn't it? Alright, let's come out of that one. And we'll go back into us. And let's qualify. So hopefully by leaving the green
Okay, Steve, we've got 2
novice
laps to get the job
paint
done.
on, we'll they'll avoid us.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh dear, that's not what you wanted to do. So 5th gear for us isn't the one. 5th gear isn't
The
the
track
one.
temperature's falling. It's now 77 Fahrenheit.
I think we might get round in 6th on that.
The leader has just done a 27.1.
27.1 to beat.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Just feather it round. See if this 5th gear lock works. Seems to. Yeah, 5th gear all the way around seems to work.
P4, you're now 1.1 seconds off the leader's pace. That was a 27.6.
It's better than what we did before, wasn't it? That's tighter as well. This could be a good lap.
You're running last. You're currently 1.0 off the pace.
I thought it was good there. I thought that was really good. It turned out it was shit. No, it's not. It's not tarmac pots, you know. It's complete mud, mate. Oh, sorry, Johnny. It's just absolute. It's simple as. It's a bit like being down the Pineys. Simple as that. Do you know, with all the waterboard digging everything up? It's like that at the moment. So yeah, it's just gone complete mud, and we're just holding it sideways into the corners. There you go. So this is what we're doing, as I explained before. I don't know how much you heard before, but this is a better car altogether. It's the same track as before, mud, but it's a more balanced car. It's the legends that you normally see, as I said before, around Cadwell Park and places like that. Let's try and come up the. Yeah, you'll get no IR, you'll get no SR, because there has to be 6 people in for an official race, which is a bit of a shame because I'm going for SR, but let's have a bit of a laugh anyway. Yeah, it's good practice to get carnage. I never normally use the dirt ovals. I'm just going for SR to try and get me A rating. No, it won't, mate. It's got to be 6 people. They're far better than using the UMP, which I did the time trial for. If you want to get your licensing up, just do time trials, and then you can just do it yourself, rather than racing races. So if you want to get some the SR, you'll not get much of it. But if you want to get some points towards your SR, go into your time trial mode.
The track temp is 97
So
Fahrenheit.
we're going to have a bit of a race. It's not going to be an official race because there's only 5 of us here.
So we need to get some heat into them.
There should be 6 to be an official race. So we'll not get I rating, we'll not get safety rating. So I'll basically go into
rolling start. Follow car number 2.
tomorrow doing a lot of this racing on here. And it looks like even there, one of them have jumped off. So he's realised it's not an official race, so he's dropped out. So there's 4 of us now. But it's enough to give you an idea of what dirt oval racing is. Could be close actually. The times weren't that far away. Just see if we can get some safety rating off this. You know, if it was like an official race. See if we're able to go around and not make silly mistakes and stuff.
The guy ahead, please, Steve.
See what mud on the screen already. Well, I haven't even started.
One to go. Next time by.
So they normally give you like 2 laps before it warms up. And then it's go on the next one. The big truck at the front. It shows you how small these cars are. That's just like a normal Ford Renegade or something at the front there. They're just like go-kart Ford Pops basically. That's what they are. And as I say, I don't really drive them. I don't know if these lads do. I haven't a clue. Well, we tend to be seem to be a little bit close to them, if nothing else. Within a second, anyway. Normally worse than that on a track.
Green, green, green. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
It's like Speedway, isn't it?
The guy in front is Blade, car number 5, C license. P4.
Oh, got the corner there, hasn't he?
The gap to P3 in front is now 0.8. The leader has just done a 26.9.
Trying to keep up with them. It is hard though.
P4. Fastest lap for Lombardi, 26.9. The guy ahead has just posted a 27.0.
26.9, Jesus.
26.868.
The gap to Blade ahead is now 1.2. You've just done a 27.4. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
I don't know if you can see how much I'm hacking away at this steering wheel here to try and keep this thing straight. Oh, thanks a lot for that. Lump of horse shit on my screen. That really is going to help.
The leader has just done a 26.7. New fastest lap for Randall, 26.7. That was a 27.4.
26.652.
The gap to Blade ahead is increasing. It's now 2.0.
I don't know whether to cut it in tight or just really go around the outside.
That's a new fastest lap for Randall, 26.5. The guy ahead has just done a 26.7. That lap was a 27.5.
26.53.
Oh, that was a nice corner. That was nice. Might not have been fast, but it felt good.
Car 3 is now leading.
How many laps we're on? 8 laps of 25. Proper effort this.
The gap in front is now 2.8.
It's constantly sideways. I'm looking out this inside window here.
Lombardi, car number 2, is now in the lead.
Oh, we nearly lost it there. That's fine. Didn't even get a 1x for that. We'll try it at 6 gear. Let's have a try and see if we do it at 6 gear. See if it spins the wheels up anymore.
Your last lap time was at 28.1.
Nah, 6 seems a little bit slower.
Randall, car number 3, is leading the race. The gap in front is now 4.0.
I can't say anything. It's not Dirt Oval, it's Stevie Wonder racing this. Robin Plunkett, or whatever the politician was called. Can I say squat? I hope I didn't catch them, I'll not be able to see them in front of us. And I think that's the thing, we know We'll quite easily drive these for safety rating. It might be better a little bit later on tonight when the little Americans come on.
Alright Steve, halfway home, fuel looks good.
There might be more of a take up on it so we can get some safety rating. We don't need much, we only need like 1.2 or something to get to 4 safety rating here. It's fun though. Really fun. Love Johnny's comment. Wait, it's not tarmac. No, it's as shit as it gets. It's a little bit like driving around Whipsnade Zoo in the elephant enclosure.
Lombardi, car number
Same
2 is now
consistency.
leading.
Low car up high. Car stopped up high.
Oh, he's crashed, he's crashed. Oh, we're on a podium. We're on the podium. Blind, we're on the podium.
Taking the lead. You're now
P3, that last lap was a 28.0.
Right, we have to concentrate now. We're going to the side zone. A podium in a car I've never really driven.
That lap
Apart
time
from being
was
on-
27.7.
Apart from it being on tarmac. It's the only place I drove this. Oh, he's gone. He's absolutely rage quit.
The gap to Randall ahead is increasing. It's now 13
What you're seeing
seconds.
now is a podium drive. Not a normal podium drive, but it is in this one. It's a podium drive. But it's all right to handle, really. It's nothing too disastrous. Not like that other bloody thing, the chicken crate we were driving around before.
the leader is running 26.67.
Ah, good for him. So you can catch it when it digs in and goes into the middle. You can still catch it.
Okay Steve, you've used half your fuel.
Six laps to go.
The gap to P2 ahead is increasing. It's now 15 seconds. That lap was a 28.5.
If any of you lads want to come up and have a shot at this, you can do. I don't know whether Johnny's statement was a notification of excitement or Jesus wept.
5 laps to go. Podium is looking good.
You're right, it is, Jim. It's looking fantastic, mate. It's pity it's not official.
The gap ahead is now 16 seconds.
Hey! Screen wipe's taking it off. I'll get more on lately. There we're gone. I think of all the places he could hit us on the screen after my tear off came off. Jeez, man.
Two more. Let's go.
See if we can do a stop and put the fastest lap in.
2 laps left. We're on for a podium here. That lap was a 27.8. The gap to Randall ahead is now 18
Probably throwing it into the
seconds.
corners here, like.
8, 7, 2. White flag, one more lap to go.
Last lap, bring it on home. Come on, Steve. Lombardi took the win.
Ooh, nearly lost it there. Nearly lost it at the end. On again.
We're on the podium. Good drive.
Podium
That's the end of
finish.
the
Thank you
session.
very much.
There's the flag, it's over.
Door open.
Nice run, solid work.
Podium finish. I love it. Well, that was eventful. But I'll get no safety rating. I'll get no I rating for that because it's not on the official race because there wasn't more than 6 people in. But it would have been safety. 0 of 12x. Damn. Let's come out with that. So the results are ready for it. That was a laugh. That you probably see on that. I play that video back. I had a smile on my face all the way around there because it was just a right laugh. It was really funny that. As I say, the strength of field 1284, but you know this is what we're looking at time scale wise. United States, Finland, who used to driving sideways, 26.53, but we're less than a second away from that. You know, less than a second away from the fastest time. I'm happy with that. I'm well happy with that. And a podium, which doesn't rank to anything like, but look at that little cup there, man. Lovely. Well, yeah, enjoy that. Good love. How's things going, Johnny? Are you on Formula 1 tonight, or did you enjoy the Formula 1 yesterday? Somebody was saying that McLaren have been caught cheating or something. I don't know what that was all about. Something to do with I was going to say DPS there. God Almighty. The back wing, or whether he should just accelerate or something. I don't know what was going on there. Let's get off there and we'll see if we can get into an official race and just try and get some sort of actually what we can do now is we can check this here to see if it's registered the 4th time trial, and it has. So on there you can see now registered the 4th time trial. It was on 3 of 4 before, but we're on 4 of 4 now. So all we've got to do now, so it'll be sometime between now and the end of the season, preferably this week because we've got this car and this thing, but we don't have to do it on this particular track. Anything that we'll register for now will register us with safety rating as long as there's enough people in the the race. So we've got to have 6 people or more in any race that you're in. I mean, that was a right laugh, that, like. It was a real laugh, that. And as I say, we were less than a second off the fastest time. It was something like 0.7 of a second off the fastest time done on there. So I'm happy with that in a car that I've never really driven, in a track that I never really drive. Quite happy with that, to be fair. And it was relatively easy as well. Well, I'm saying easy. It was tricky, I think I would put it down as. But as I said before, when you go into the time trials and you're a bit wary of going into races with loads of rookies flying all over the place type thing, you can't actually go into time trial, like more ways of racing. It's just right underneath the register for the race thing. You can actually just go to the next one down, open it up, and there's a drop down menu and you can go down to time trials and you can actually just do 10 clean laps and it registers you for one of 4. So you've got to do 4 time trials or 4 races. But you're better off, if you're not really too confident, going to the 4 time trials because there's no other cars on the track. Once you get them done, they're on there now, as you can see. All I've now got to do is get into this here, the safety rating. So that's any race on dirt oval. Any race on dirt oval, I can just sit at the back now and just accrue 1.22, well, not 1.12 really, of safety rating to get to 3. So at the end of the season, we can get upgraded to an A license. However, if we do get that 1.12, it'll take us to 4 here, not the 3 that's on there. And if you go to the 4 safety rating, it will automatically promote you before the end of the season. So that would mean that what we'll have there is A rating right the way down the board, hopefully within the next couple of races. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. If you want to keep dipping in and out type of thing, it's up to you. Just where you want to go with it. Yeah, cheers, Stu. So let's go and see if there's any races kicking about where there's at least 6 people in. So there's these here, but I haven't got the track. That's the only other thing with these. I haven't got the track on these. So there's 5 in there. That's the street stock. So they're the stock cars that are going around Nordschleifer at the moment. There's only 2 in the sprint car. These are a little bit more tricky. 20 laps on here as well, so there's less laps in it, I suppose. So, but it's 15 minutes before that. So let's get into that one. And we don't want to go in the modified because I haven't got those. You see, this one on here means that I haven't either got the car or the track. In this case, either, because I'm not going to race them really. Dirt Legends, that's the one we've just been in there. So we know that doesn't fill up. So what we'll do is we'll go into street stock, okay? Let me see if my trading paints is on here, because it didn't apply me. There we go. So it didn't apply me trading paints logo to the car in the Legends. I don't even know if I've done the Legends one, to be honest. But let's get into that. That's into mine. So we're at the showroom. Now I've just not gone with the Pro again for this year. Let's just continue with iRacing. And no, we'll not go into that because it means putting me password on for everybody to see, and that's not going to happen. I pay enough. So let's go my paints. Sure. Collections. Why is it not showing? Let's go Trading Paints Pro. So it's not letting us into the Pro now because I was in the Pro before. Right, we'll not put a paint on. We'll know what the moving one looks like. So we'll take Trading Paints off, and then we'll get that sorted out for tomorrow. So let's go street stock. On here now. This is a shorter track. It's almost like just going round in circles here. It's like going around as the roundabout, pretty much. But it is a trickier car. It's not as accurate to drive this. So we will be slower than most of them on here because these guys will just sit here doing this all the time. Accent still here on here. Real deep South America. There's practically country and western and everybody on the back of everybody's mic in this one. Which is not a bad thing because country and western's good. And we'll just do a little bit of practice beforehand. There we go. Yeah, so at least we've got the 6 in here. And again,
just done a 21.2.
Safety rating is all we're going for you. Alright. And it's all fixed setups. So it's going to there, linear dirt. Apply that. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even if we come last, and it takes our I rating down, we're purely in this for safety rating. If we can get to 4 safety rating, we'll get A license now. That's all we need. The trick with these is we put the pits.
Pit lane speed limit
I don't
is
know where the pits
30
are.
miles per hour. Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Black flag, we'll need to pit to serve this penalty.
The pit safely. You have to drive through the pit without stopping.
You can't see the bloody pits. So there's the entry for the pits.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
So I think we've got to go all the way around the
You need
pits
to
and
come
then
in
go
for
to
this
the green.
penalty in the next 3 laps.
This is a bit of a bind.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
We've got 2 laps left to come in and serve this penalty.
Oh, there's the pit limiter on this.
Pit exit's clear.
Flag. Recorded speeding on pit road.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Where the hell? Ooh.
Watch your speed.
That isn't the jerking the steering wheel, by the way. It's every now and again it just jumps and hits a bump. This is annoying.
Pit box in 10.
This is why I don't do dirt oval.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go.
Front right, 108 Fahrenheit. Front left, 109 Fahrenheit.
Might get a lap in here shortly.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Thank God for that.
Can't stop ahead. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Okay, Steve, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
New fastest lap for you.
P4. That puts you 1.3 off the leader's pace. There's a car rejoining in front.
Go high. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Inside. Clear low.
Clear inside. Car stop down low.
You're currently 0.7 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 16.9. P4.
Slow car ahead.
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits.
Car stopped up high. Go low.
That puts you 0.4 off the pace. Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
Go high. That was your fastest
Car
lap
inside.
of the session. Inside.
Clearing, car low.
Inside. Inside.
Clear low.
Clear inside. Slow car ahead.
You're now 0.5 off the pace. You've just done a 16, got a car low.
Inside.
He's still there. We've got damage. Clear low.
Clear.
P5, you're now 0.8 off the pace. Your lap time was 17.0. That lap was at 16.7. P6. That lap time was 16.8. You're currently 0.8 off the leader's pace.
Car stopped up high.
P6, that puts you 0.8 off the pace. That was a 16.9.
Go low. Slow car down low. Go high. You've got wheel damage.
Front
Right.
right, 93%. Left front, 98%.
See what happens here. We're only going to complete 20 laps. We did 22 there. So let's come over and see how close we are to the start of the race. I think it said 15 minutes or something. But we're not last by a long way. We're not last. And we're only going for safety rating. And that was in the practice there, so whatever happened there didn't count for anything. Purely for practice. It's an awful track this. It's just literally just like one big roundabout. Horrible. Horrible. But let's just say safe, and it's all about the A licence. Can remember that. I might just actually do the one lap of this. I haven't been feeling very well today. I'm feeling sick, but not actually being sick. A horrible feeling. Really tired as well. It's a bit out on when this race is going to take place here. It's got to be soon, surely. Was it for 1/4 it was? It's actually 1/2 now, unless it was 1/2 it was on for. We've got 2 minutes to go. Somebody being very, very good. Note to self, keep away from him. I think what we'll do is just start the back and avoid Mr. Plenderleaf. Plenderleaf is his name? Hamish. That's the bloke that's flying about the place being an absolute chev. Let's have a look. 30, so it's got to be going to the session now, surely to God. 27 drivers in here, it says. Can't be 52 minutes left. Surely not. I thought it was 1/4 this was on. Or 15 minutes or something. Well, it can't because we have past 1/4 to. If it's 1/4 to, let's get back out of it. And yeah, let's cancel that. Let's see when it's actually on. 10. Oh, I've got an hour on that one. I'm not sitting about for that. That means you'll forfeit that one. That's ridiculous. You can't wait till 10 o'clock for that. 10:30. That's crazy. What happened to 9:30, 10:30? We were in the 9:30 one, surely. Well, forfeited. Doesn't matter about our rating in that one. So we'll keep the safety rating on there. Should be fine. Right, well, I think I'll call that a night for the time being, for streaming anyway. Nice to see you all in there. And thanks for getting into the chat. It's the most active chat we've had tonight. So that was really, really good. And I'll see you next time on, probably tomorrow night. Will it be tomorrow night? Yeah, it'll be tomorrow night, probably. Maybe during the day I might be on there as well, so keep an eye on your phones if you get bored at work. And then hopefully we can get this A rating for the oval racing and get that ticked off the box. That's what we need rid of. Okay, so I'll see you sometime soon. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope you learned something from tonight a little bit, really more than anything else, to give you an idea of, you know, when you first get into your racing, you don't have to go into the races. You can actually get through your licensing via your time trials as well. But you do have to go into racing to get some sort of safety rating up there. Alright, because you'll get 0.01, 0.04, something like that in the time trials, whereas in the race, if you keep your nose clean, you still have to go into the race and do like, you know, a few of the races and try and get your safety rating up that way. So it's like a combination of the two to get through your licenses and stuff. But it gives you another option. Alright, I'll see you soon. Take care.